All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. This is case number JVB 1014, case of the Taylors.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Taylor,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, so Sam and I split up a while back, but 2 months ago she moved out and left me with our darling children. I have an 11-year-old named Emma,
Okay.
and my 6-year-old boy is Braxton. And my 2 kids live with me. She's been out of the house for 2 months. I'm seeking 2 months of back child support and child support.
Okay. And why didn't you give him any money when you left? Obviously, if he's asking for 2 months worth of back pay.
So he's asking for money, but what he's not including is the fact that I'm a nurse. I work intense hours that are very irregular. So we decided it was best if the kids stay in his home since he has a more steady daily schedule. I am living with my mother when the kids have a day off of school or a weekend where I'm available, or any time that they need to be taken care of. They are with me or with my mother at that time. He is saving on daycare, any care like that, and I am spending the emotional support time with them and also providing for...
Did you really just say that?
The courtroom is quiet as Mr. Taylor steps up to explain his case. Calm, but clearly carrying a heavy load, he shares how his ex, Samantha, moved out 2 months ago, leaving their 2 kids, Emma and Braxton, fully in his care. No legal custody papers exist, but in practice, he's been the one handling everything: parenting, school runs, meals, and bills. Now, he's asking the court for help, specifically child support, that covers both the present and 2 unpaid months.
You're spending emotional support?
I don't understand what's wrong with that.
You're not paying him any money.
Spending. I am not paying him. The children are with me approximately half the time. We don't have a formal agreement on that.
Approximately, but not half the time, right?
No.
Okay. So, you should be paying child support to him.
If we want to lay down the hours and really count it out, then we can. I work usually 4 days on, 3 days off, sometimes 3 days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
My schedule is very irregular.
Which means that the children are with him most of the time. So you should be paying child support.
They come to me and my mother's home a lot of the time.
Right. And I get it. I get it. However, the law is very straightforward. Whoever the child lives with, the children in this case, live with, majority of the time, they're going to be considered the custodial parent. And the non-custodial parent has the obligation to pay child support. That's the way that it works. You said you're a nurse. How much money do you make?
Around $80,000 a year.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, I see your check stubs here. And how much do you make?
$125,000 a year.
Okay, do you all split, excuse me?
He's doing fine.
You are too. You make $80,000 a year.
Samantha takes her turn, explaining her demanding job as a nurse, which often keeps her on an unpredictable schedule. She says she still makes time for the kids, either at her place or when they're with her mom. But when the judge asks if she's helped financially since leaving, she hesitates. Her silence says more than words ever could. Emotional support matters. Yes. But love doesn't pay for school supplies or new shoes. Next voice, judge. Vonda wastes no time cutting through the fog. She makes one thing crystal clear. While Samantha talks about being involved, Mr. Taylor is the one doing the daily hands-on work. Since the kids live full-time with him, and Samantha isn't contributing. Financially, the law recognizes Mr. Taylor as the custodial parent, and Samantha as the non-custodial one. That shift carries legal responsibilities.
You're not doing fine?
I am doing fine.
Oh, okay. I mean, so you both are doing well. So those little comments, they're unnecessary. $125,000 a year.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
all share custody like she's saying?
Yeah, they're over there every now and then.
Well, when you say every now and then,
Well, they live with me.
okay.
You know, they live under my roof. I pay their insurance.
Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
They're not with you a full week and then they're with her a full week and you guys are rotating and
No.
everything like that. Then yeah, that really doesn't justify you not paying child support. And yes, you should have given him child support when you left. Okay? You had the obligation to do that. When you were no longer living with the children and you left them to live with him, you owed him child support. So you are going to be paying child support starting today, and you also are going to give him back 2 months worth of back pay. Okay? So based on the documents that you turned in, I have your gross at $80,000 broken down to $6,606. Ooh, it's got tongue tied. It's a lot of sixes. $6,666.67. That brings your net to $4,961.81. Make sure, and 2 children, correct?
Yes,
Who carries health insurance?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$208 a month.
208. Okay. So you're also going to be reimbursing that to him every month. Okay. And that coverage is for the children only, right?
Right.
Yeah, you are going to reimburse that to him. Okay. So your child support amount is $1,240.45 plus the 208 for the health insurance, $1,448.45. And then your back pay, you're just going to pay that out monthly, adding in, I'd say about
Judge Vonda is direct. The moment Samantha left the house without her children, she became financially responsible. Informal co-parenting doesn't count in the eyes of the court, not without a legal agreement. The final ruling: Samantha must pay $1,240.45 monthly in child support. Add in $208 for health insurance, and her monthly total comes to $1,148.45. To make up for the missed payments, she'll add $50 extra each month, or pay $2,480 up front. Samantha nods, quietly accepting the plan. Mr. Taylor looks relieved. Samantha doesn't protest. Judge Vonda checks for any final comments, but both parties seem ready to move on. The decision brings clarity and balance, not bitterness. Before wrapping up, the judge leaves viewers with this reminder. Child support isn't about comparing paychecks, it's about meeting a child's needs. Being present for holidays or weekend visits is meaningful, but it doesn't replace day-to-day support. When one parent walks away from full-time parenting, they still owe their kids more than love. They owe responsibility.
in this particular case, mom and dad are no longer living together. It had been 2 months. Now they're in court. Mom believes she doesn't have to pay any child support. The children live with dad, so dad is entitled to receive child support. In addition to a monthly child support, he's also entitled to receive retroactive child support, also known as back pay, for the 2 months that she didn't pay after she moved out of the home. Do you know of anyone who's experienced a similar situation?